Houdini with Friends. 818-6385 today will be our high. And speaking of friends, we got our friends with the Better Business Bureau here in the studio for this Tuesday. Mr. John is here, and he's got some special guests in the house. And one, I go back. I think, Shawn, you know me from when I was what? Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know all the stories.
I used to cut the grass.
You sure did.
Yeah,
you used to cut the grass at my mom's house. I tell you, Louisville is the big little city. Everybody is in some way, form or fashion, connected. Mr. John, good morning to you.
Good morning, Miss Crystal, Mr. P. It is so great to be with you guys today. You know, this past month, we've been celebrating Black businesses that are BBB accredited.
Yes.
And how important it is to have trust and integrity in business. But did you know that the BBB also accredits charities? And that is even more important because, you know, when you write a check to a charity, you're writing a check in good faith that they're going to do something good with that money.
Mm-hmm.
But you know as well as I do, you get that phone call and it sounds like a wonderful charity, but it is not. They just take that money and it disappears and you don't know. And so today I just wanted to let folks know, and if you're a BBB accredited business, and if you're a BBB non-accredited, nonprofit organization, become part of the Better Business Bureau. And today I'd like to introduce Angie Estes. She is our Director of Charity Review, and she in turn will introduce our special guest. Our guest will tell you, Dr. Gardner, why his organization is part of the Better Business Bureau. So, Angie, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Angie. I'm the Director of Charity Review at the Better Business Bureau. And I'd like, as John was saying, I'm really excited to introduce Dr. Shawn Gardner. He's the CEO for the local nonprofit 2Not1 Fatherhood and Families. They are dedicated to keeping fathers involved in the lives of their children. And 2Not1 is a BBB accredited charity, which means they've been evaluated by the BBB and have met all of our 20 standards for charity accountability. And their report is online at bbb.org to help donors make informed giving decisions. And BBB, or 2Not1, has been participating in our charity review program a little over 2 years now. And they are also a BBB charity seal holder, which we greatly appreciate. So welcome to the program, Shawn.
Thank you for having me.
Great. Now I'll hand it over to y'all, and y'all have a good happy
Angie,
Tuesday.
thank you so much. Well, Shawn, tell us a little bit about your organization and why BBB Accreditation Charity is so important to your organization.
Well, thank you. So I want to start by saying good morning to everyone. And when I talk about 2Not1, I also talk about the mission statement, which explains exactly what we do. The mission is to promote the safety and well-being of children by implementing strategies to keep fathers involved and families together. If that sentence was written out, you would see four underlying parts. The first part is safety and well-being of children, which is why we do this work. We know when children are raised by both parents, they do better in life. They have better outcomes. The second part of that is the strategies that we use to get with to connect with the parents. One of those strategies being a training that we do called the High Road. Another one of those strategies is our Parent Advocates program. And then we have outreach efforts that we do, like a fatherhood cookout, but we haven't been able to do it for the last 2 years. Yeah. Fathers involved, because we want to make sure that we keep fathers involved and families together. And even though we can't promote marriage, because a lot of our parents don't really get along with each other, know each other, we at least want to get them to communicate effectively with each other. But in terms of the Better Business Bureau and how it's been a huge support to us, it allows people to understand that we're credible. And I think, so on a business perspective, it helps you make sure that everything that you need to run effectively and efficiently you have, and that you're doing, and that your taxpayer, people who fund the work that you do are able to see that. But I also believe on a personal note, it's one of those things to where when you go to a site, when you go to a business, and the location and you see the BBB, you feel good knowing that, okay, I can trust this company. You know, at least on a personal note, I do. BBB has never let me down in that regard, so I hope, you know, nobody's let down with 2Not1. So I appreciate it.
Wonderful. Why do you think an initiative like 2Not1, and definitely I'm a fan of your organization, we've talked about this several times before, why do you think an organization like this is still so necessary for our community?
Oh, wow. Well, one, it's just an opportunity to get families together. So a couple of things that we've been able to do in the last couple of years, and it's changed a little bit because of COVID. We've had to do a little pivoting, like most organizations, most businesses. But what we've gotten to is a place to where it's fatherhood in the title, because we got to make sure that when we're working with families to include the father. You know, we'll have an abundant amount of services for young people, and we definitely love our moms. But when it gets to fathers, we have the mindset, just man up.
Right.
And to man up, sometimes you need support.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you need people to wrap their arms around that. But at the same time, you know, in that vein, what we end up seeing is that fathers don't get the support that they need. So we want to be able to do that. Over the last couple of years, we have been able to reunify, I think in 2019, it was like 8 families. So at the end of the day, when I talk about that mission statement where I want to keep families together, part of that is just getting families to be able to be in the same space, moms and dads who love their children. But again, I say, you know, in order to do that, we need resources. And so one of the ways that BBB has been beneficial to 2Not1 is that we're at a place now where some of the grant funders, you know, they want to see that you are a BBB member. And so I think we came on board in 2019. So that has helped us,
Wonderful.
You know. And can I talk about one of the challenges that...
Yeah, real quick, because we're almost out of time.
Okay.
Go ahead, Shawn.
I was going to say that one of the beauty about becoming a BBB member is those 21 standards. And so one of the challenges that we had early on when we were coming on as a member, we had a board of working members, parents, folks in the community who were volunteering, and a lot of times they may get a stipend or something from 2Not1, which we later found out might not always be a good thing. So we were able to look at our board and make some adjustments there and move them from board to advisory committee. But that was one of the things that BBB helped us with.
Wow, you got a board and an advisory committee now, Shawn. I'm so impressed.
We've been around for 16 years.
I know.
Yeah, we've been around for 16 years. A lot of people don't know that.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Yeah.
Congratulations to
Thank
you and
you.
all the wonderful things that you are doing through your organization. Real quick, tell our listeners if they're interested in finding out more information
Yes,
about 2Not1.
One thing, go to our website, www.2not1.org. That's the number 2, the word not, N-O-T, the number 1.org. They can visit us at 1600 St. Catherine Street, which is the California Community Center. We are in the heart of the California community. And they can give us a call, 502-509-9637, 502-509-9637.
All right, John, anything to say to
That's it. If you, Shawn, thank you so much. And if you are a 501(c) nonprofit charity and you are wanting to get your name out and say, I am an accredited charity, call me, 588-0065, 502-588-0065, and I will connect you with Angie, and we will get you on board as a BBB accredited charity.
And Angie's awesome. She has really helped us over the years. So thank you, Angie.
Thank you, Angie.